I've spent a lot of time and a lot of time in these videos talking about early recovery because I think it's one of the most difficult transitions we'll make in our lives from who we used to be to who we want to be, right? And maybe who we can become. And that process is really difficult. And I've used the butterfly metaphor, the moth metaphor. I've talked about old AA sayings, when one door closes, another one opens, but the hallway's a bitch, right? And it is. I've used all of those metaphors, but it's the becoming, right? And I think a couple of videos ago, I talked about Turner and his thesis about rites of passage in traditional societies. One of the great things about this is that growth period as we're learning how to be in recovery. We're learning new tools, right? Our brain is kind of doing the reset and we're kind of becoming who we've always been, right? We're growing into ourselves, growing into our promise, our potentials, and more than anything, growing into our heart, right? And growing into who our heart is. We're learning things, but for those of you that have been around for a while, remember the first time somebody said, "You're doing a great job. Man, it's good to see you. I liked your share. It was genuine. It was honest, right? I liked who you are, right?" And family members coming around. Or the time maybe your car didn't work, right? And your phone was dead and you're on the side of the road and you couldn't call work and tell them you're going to be late or you might not make it in. And when you finally did get to a phone, instead of expecting to get fired, expecting to get yelled at, you hear, "We're so glad you're okay. We were so worried about you," right? These are really special moments that we don't think about while we're in them. But when we look back, it's all part of becoming. And it's really, really special. Be patient for the outcome. The old stuff from the tables. Don't quit before the miracle happens. And certainly don't quit after the miracle happens, right? And you are a miracle. Everybody here who's in recovery, whether you got 1 day, 1 year, 10 years, 20, 30, 40 years, it doesn't matter. You're a miracle. Each day is a miracle. All my best, my friends. We'll have a cup of coffee together real soon. And like and subscribe, leave a comment, let us know how we can help, any content you'd like to see. Get new content coming up on the website. We have the app coming up in about 6 weeks. And this is our primary purpose, service. All my best, my friends.